Peace and love to all the guys and gals. It's not high vibrating species on the planet. What it is, what it do, good people. Come on in. Welcome back to the channel. Academy, peace and love. I see you. Peace and love. I see you. Y'all come on in, man. Have a seat next to me. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button on your way in, though. You know what I mean? We are back with the Volgun. Finna swing over here and see what they got up in here. See if they got anything. I'm sure they do, of course. Let's see what they got, though. And we got the static tower today. 084. That's SCP-084. The static tower. Euclid. We're going to see what it do, though. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been dealing with a couple towers. We've had a couple towers. You know what I'm saying? I figure, why not? You know? Why not grab this one? And for our numerology, we got the number 3. The number 3, and let's get underway, which is masculine energy. Jupiter be the planet energy. Pisces in the 12th house. Positives, expressive, creative, artistic, ambitious, passion, positive, passion, passionate about this. Popular, confident, sociable, conscientious, hardworking, articulate, optimistic, musical, self-expression, cheerful. Negatives are vain, dictatorial, wasteful, shallow, superficial, boastful, pessimistic, self-indulgent, jealous, unreliable, extravagant, and a show-off. Occupations: artist, actor, jeweler, poet, writer, photographer, illustrator, gardener, club owner, dancer, cartoonist, entertainer, circus performer, lawyer, a government official. Bits: rulership over the churches, temples, other houses of worship, theaters, government buildings, circuses, large institutions, children's centers, shelters, fairs, exhibition halls. The colors are lilac, purple, and mauve. And the tarot, if you're into such a thing, is the Empress card. I mean, that is creativity, fertility, and relationships. Represents the full moon and the bringer of life, ruler of communication, which is you could use the lapis stone, lapis lazuli stone for that, which is help you to open your throat chakra, and speaking truth keeps it open. Honesty and all that good stuff. Now, for the energies of Jupiter, it will be the amethyst stone, though, and overall it is luck, opportunity, and a catalyst for change and reinvention. Provides a path and the framework for you to get the your job done for whatever your task may be. And academies, that is the numerology for the day. Well, not for the day, for the SCP, for the vidya. Check out the community post for your daily numerology. Y'all I mean? And academies, if you I hope you got what you need, because I do. And without further ado, let's get to what it is that we do. Bustin'.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-084. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-084 is currently under a full non-interaction order until the full extent of the emission waves has been evaluated. For detailed documentation on general FNI orders, see Document XRG 1182. For detailed documentation on FNI orders in relation to SCP-084, see Document XRG 1208-A. A continuous surveillance watch is to be maintained around the active area of SCP-084 with the primary objective of civilian misdirection and external surveillance. With no major roads, trails, or other travel routes nearby, any civilians encountered approaching SCP-084 are to be deemed suspect and detained for evaluation. Under no circumstances are any Foundation or civilian personnel allowed into the active area of SCP-084 except with express vocal and written permission of no fewer than 2 members of O5 Command. Sentries are to maintain their posted position with line-of-sight contact checks on fellow sentries, in conjunction with compass and landmark checking. All reference points should be well outside the active area of SCP-84. Should any sentry fail to report in via vocal roll call, full recall orders will be issued to all sentries, and containment will be re-evaluated by special response teams. In the event of active area fluctuation, full recall orders are to be assumed by all active sentries, followed by appropriate action. No form of radio, GPS, television, cell phone, video camera, still picture camera, or any other recording or electronic media devices are permitted within 100 meters of the active area around SCP-84. Civilians found with such devices within this area are to have said devices confiscated and destroyed immediately. Any recordings collected. Description: SCP-84 appears to be a large radio tower positioned in the center of a large open field with 2 small outbuildings. Direct observation and sample collection from SCP-84 is impossible due to the effect that is emitted around or from SCP-84. SCP-84 appears to emit a form of wave or radiation that has a detrimental effect on local space-time or reality. The most pronounced aspect of this is the alteration of local space-time within the active area of SCP-84. Externally, the active area forms a rough dome shape of 200 meters in diameter. SCP-84 appears inside this area at random points, appearing to jump at random times, sometimes even appearing in multiple locations at once inside the active area. Internally, the space appears to be unlimited, with SCP-84 at the center. SCP-84 is impossible to reach due to the emitted effect. Attempts to approach SCP-84 within the active area have returned the observation that SCP-84 retains its relative position on the horizon, even after 3 months and 12 days of dedicated, direct travel both by vehicle and on foot. Termination tests have proved impossible, as no means of destruction are capable of physically reaching SCP-84, even when entered from outside the active area. Local space will also distort periodically. This will cause relative distances to randomly extend or contract in a flicker, causing buildings or objects to suddenly jump thousands of meters away or rush up to other points, sometimes even causing overlaps. These overlaps have a markedly detrimental effect on living tissue. The town of is assumed to have been situated in or around the original manifestation of the active area. This town is no longer observable from outside the active area, appearing only once inside the active area. Has maintained the same population, 343 humans, for the duration of its encapsulation. Births appear to be impossible, along with normal aging patterns. And/or homicide appears to be circumvented by the area of effect, with dead subjects flickering and appearing alive and unharmed several seconds after death. There are also reports of events rewinding, causing things like mortal wounds to visibly freeze and close. Subjects appear to exhibit many events of inconsistent spacetime, as do most structures. For detailed observations, see Log 84-A4. Electronic devices and recording equipment do not function correctly in or around the active area. Subjects report bizarre or unsettling transmissions from video and audio recording and playback devices. This acts to totally isolate from the outside world, precluding any need for Foundation-enacted containment. It also appears impossible to leave the active area after a random period of time. One subject found on the grass plain, see Log 84-A4, reported he had been traveling for 6 years. He was found approximately 400 meters from city limits. Log 84-A4. Record of observed anomalous events relating to SCP-84.
Detailed observation made of the grass plain, making up the majority of the active area. The plain appears to be made of one 10-meter by 10-meter section of grass repeated endlessly to make up the plain. Sections appear to be randomly rotated as they are formed, causing sections of grass and small ground variations to line up incorrectly. Few non-human organisms appear to exist within the active area. Those outside the active area avoid it and appear to vanish shortly after entering. Animals observed inside the active area appear normal but behave strangely. Shuddering movements, sudden shivering, Repetitive loops and other abnormal actions appear to indicate these may not be actual animals. Animals appear to flicker and vanish after 3 to 4 hours. Vocal communication is difficult within the active area. Vocal communication appears normal within 5 meters of the speaking subject, with reports of a slightly muffled quality reported commonly. Outside of 5 meters, subjects appear to be speaking from a great distance with a great deal of echoing. Reports of speech being heard several seconds after the subject has stopped speaking, and speech occurring with no subject speaking are also not uncommon. Detailed observation of the radio tower is impossible due to the inability to physically reach it, and the effect of the broadcast on most observational equipment. Basic telescope or binocular systems show the tower to be hazy and static fogged, while more advanced equipment is subject to the anomalous broadcast effect. Weather patterns, as well as basic day-night cycles, appear to be totally random. Overhead sky will randomly cycle between day, night, clear, and other weather patterns. Relative sun and cloud position appear random as well, with frequent flickering and blurring between different states. Physical alteration or damage to anything within the active area is impossible. Actions such as digging, demolition, and new constructions will suddenly blur and be reset to their previous unaltered state at random points. Subjects inside a reset structure, such as inside a hole, will become instantly trapped and fused. Humans in the active area around SCP-084 exhibit some of the more striking and easily observed reality distortion effects. These include sudden blurring of limbs or head, appearing to suddenly gyrate at violently high speeds for several seconds before ending. Subjects experience no pain and are often unaware of this phenomenon. Looping, typically manifested as the repeating of 8 to 20 seconds of time. Subjects will go through an action, for example, exiting a doorway, picking up an article of clothing, then suddenly freeze and flicker, then return to the original starting position of the loop, and repeat the action, even if this involves a sudden teleportation of significant distance. Rarely, subjects appear to become caught in a permanent loop. Observation and interrogation of subjects show that basic human needs, such as food, water, and sleep, are no longer required after prolonged exposure to the active area. Some subjects report not having eaten or drank for, they believe, 5 years. One elderly subject also reports having made 2,110 unsuccessful attempts. Subjects will sometimes be able to pass through solid matter without incident. These periods appear to last for random periods of time and begin and end without warning. Subjects inside solid matter when the period ends will become trapped or fused until the period resumes. One subject reports being trapped below the waist in a wall for 2 years.
Man, what are we dealing with? See, at one point I was thinking, at least about the tower part, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, these little special things that we're dealing with, maybe it was a frequency or something, but now I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to get dead like that. I mean, it put me in the mind of what Apocalypse did to that dude in the wall. Yeah, now you feel it. Now you feel it. Damn.
Extreme psychological distress is observed after long-term exposure.
Yeah,
the transmission barrier, which is compromised over long-term exposure. Subjects in advanced reception states typically reset after several months. Recorded transmissions show a slight cycles overall. Attempting to catalog and record these broadcasts has therefore been remanded to autonomous systems to preclude any additional loss of Foundation personnel. End log.
Okay, I think that about does it for today. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you are all dismissed. Goodbye.
So, Academates, that concludes the video. I don't know what to say about that shit. I don't want no dealings with it. You know what I mean? Like, for real. What do y'all think about this thing? I mean, it's weird to me. Let's see, not many. yeah, I mean, I guess so. Negative on the negative side is unreliable. You know what I mean? Seems wasteful. Yeah, very wasteful, shallow type of anomaly that we're dealing with right here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm indifferent. I'll say that. I am indifferent. So, Academates, y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about this. Not one of my favorite SCPs, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really, I mean, nobody wants to get caught up in a situation like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or any of these situations, to be honest with you. But yeah, we've seen more exciting, you know what I'm saying, SCPs out there. The static tower, I'm looking at more so of this is, I mean, I'm trying to keep from going there. You know what? I'll save it for another time. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, you know what I mean? Because I could go there about some of this static and frequency. Because I mean, it is a frequency that we're dealing with, and you can do some things with them. You know what I mean? But I digress. Y'all keep your head on the swivel out there. Don't forget to keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected at all times. Protect your energy. Protect your mind. Critical thinking on. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you see. Do your own research, your own due diligence, and come up to your own conclusion. There is no truth until you decide what truth is for yourself. That's from Dr. Blair, a quote from Dr. Blair. Yeah. So, Academates, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button on your way out. We shall return with another. And I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. I don't know if we'll have numerology, but you know, it'll be in the community post daily for, you know what I'm saying, if you miss it in the video because they don't have a number for us to go by. And yeah. Peace.